What to Watch is always trying to become the best movie show out there. And I'll tell you what, you can't be any better without having a consultant tell you what to do. Yeah. So we decided to put our money together and hire one. Chet Atkins, everyone. He's here to tell us how to make our show better. Chet, thank you for spending time with us.
I'm really excited to be here, guys. And I want you to know I have worked with some of the best movie critics in all of the world. You guys have potential. You can get where they are.
Cool.
This might help.
Okay. Oh, we appreciate it, Chet. All right,
Love to see a fan.
Man. All right, so what suggestions you have for us?
It's really important to have a great establishing shot. To get that, let me get over here.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
What do you need us to do, Chet?
Okay. Okay.
Now,
I like this.
It's so important to get this right. So, Peyton, if you would just move to your left, screen right, your left.
Okay. Just like a little bit this way?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I see what he's doing there.
A little bit more.
Okay. Just go this
All
way.
right.
All right. You sure? Because
just a little bit. These wide angle lenses get everything.
Okay.
See way more than I've ever seen before.
Okay. It doesn't look like I'm in the shot. Is all.
Perfect. Right there.
Chris, what do you think?
That's it.
I think Chuck is onto something. I really do. I actually like this shot. This is nice, Payne. This is. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do the show like this.
Now, what's really important, guys, is your inflection when you speak. It brings the audience in. So, Chris, I want you just to see what I'm working with here.
All right.
Give me just a few seconds on Shawshank Redemption.
Well, the Shawshank Redemption starring Morgan Freeman and.
Oh, you sound like Morgan Freeman, all right. That's captivating.
Oh, wow.
That's high praise.
Bass.
I need you.
My turn.
Radio.
Okay.
Yeah.
Radio was a great movie starring Cuba Gooding Jr.
But you're pushing the audience away with how you're in their face with your voice.
Yeah, you are.
So just bring it down a little bit.
Okay.
Full song.
Okay. Cuba Gooding Jr. As we all know, was nominated for Academy Award.
Cuba Gooding Jr. would run away from this show if he heard you talking a little bit softer. Just keep going. Softer.
You got this, man. You got it.
Okay. Radio is a form of communication.
Just a little bit lower if you can. Perfect. That is how you become the next star.
Wow. Dude, this is amazing. Like, absolutely amazing. Chet, you are just magic. You really are.
See,
man,
I'm not enjoying it that much.
What are you talking about, man? This is good stuff. And like he said, speak softer, just a little lower. Lower. Perfect. This is good. All right, man. I can't wait to start the show now. Woo! This is some good stuff.
Hey, my life.
You're gonna fire him, aren't you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hello, everyone. Whoa, it is. We finally made it. To another episode of What to Watch. I'm Christopher Gates.
I'm Peyton Fretwell with my martial arts air tactics.
They're so scary.
Yeah.
I'm scared of you.
Just the way you watch out.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Watch it. Whoa, watch it. Don't do that. Don't make me call Chuck Norris. Okay. I'm scared now.
This is already an old bit.
We got some good news for you to talk about today. Particularly, one person here got to see the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. He doesn't even have to even show it to himself. Once again, I failed to do so. For those of you who don't know, it's not because I don't want to see movies or I'm having a hard time seeing movies. I'm having a hard time because I started a new job in this place. So it's just been a little difficult, but everything is getting back to normal.
It's because he actually hates movies.
I do.
And
I really
do. This is a long joke.
I do this as a way of just saying, like, I don't like entertainment or anything fun. Yeah. So that's just a way to show it. But Peyton, you did see TMNT, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Out of the Shadows. I was going to call it something. But
you really just hate movies. You don't even know the name.
I can't even get the name of it. So you saw Megan Fox too. Okay.
Yeah, I saw Megan Fox too. Okay. She was in it, as she always is in these Megan Fox movies.
Yes.
I saw Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows today, and it was not good. It was not good in the sense of my critical mind. It was a lot of fun, but at the same time, it was there was a lot of dialogue issues with this movie, and Megan Fox was not good in it. Really, the only shining light in this movie was probably Stephen Amell. I might be biased as a Green Arrow fan, but this movie had so much wrong going with it. It had groaning dialogue, like I said. The CGI looked good. I'll start with my pros first. This movie looks really good. The turtles look real. The action entertaining at least, and as far as the script goes, it could have been worse. I'm not saying that it's gonna, like, obviously nobody was expecting this to win any Academy Awards, but I mean, if you're a fan,
I don't know what kind of movies you like to watch.
if you're Academy Award winning movies usually, but if you're a fan of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which I believe both of us are, you can definitely find things to like in this movie. There's definitely a lot of Easter eggs, Krang and Shredder's they're all in it. Master Splinter, April O'Neil. Everybody that you liked from the first film and more are in this film, and it's definitely a lot more fun than the first one. It definitely has a more lighthearted tone, but like I said, going back to the con, the script, it was just very, quick joke here, quick joke there, but they went very obvious with it, and like a lot of these Ninja Turtle movies, there's always a feud between them, and then they have to come together at the end. I wish that for once we would get a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie where they weren't at each other's throats halfway through, that they would just...
It's the sibling rivalry. That's been a really popular theme that they've used pretty much in all the classic movies that they did back in the 90s, late 80s and 90s. Even the animated movie that they did, the reboot, they had a feud between Leonardo and Raphael. So that's definitely a trope that they've been down before.
Exactly.
But like you said, the movie, it seems to be a major improvement over the 2014 one, because I didn't see that in theaters. I bought that on Blu-ray, and I remember sitting there watching. I was like, this is not good, and it was as bad as I was imagining it to be. I was a Turtles fan that grew up with the cartoon series, like a lot of people did.
Yeah.
And so that's where my nostalgia and love for Turtles comes from.
Right.
I didn't really read a lot of people don't know that the graphic novels were really, really dark.
They were.
Where they came out, they were black and white, and they were really dark comic books. And so I see with the new movie reboot, they're trying to mix, well, especially with this new movie, they're trying to make this, it's still the 2014 Turtles movie, but with all the stuff that we seem to like from the original shows.
Yeah, and that's definitely what one of the things that this film has going for it. It does rely on a lot of your going into the movie already being a Turtles fan. Okay. But if you're like me, you maybe haven't seen the past few recent ones, then you kind of go into it cold. Then it's just kind of hard to get. And Megan Fox always being used as a sex object in her films, it just doesn't do anything for me.
You have a girlfriend. So.
I have a girlfriend, and we're fine. She does just fine for me. And Megan Fox, she's a pretty woman, but she is not a good actress. And there's one scene, and it's no spoilers, but there's a scene in the film, it's toward the beginning, where it's pretty obvious they're going that Michael Bay Transformers route, where they're like, look at all of the Megan Fox that we have in this movie. We're gonna make her put on a schoolgirl's outfit, and it's in slow mo, and there's like hot techno music going on. It's just, I'm going. Can we get back to the Turtles doing kung fu? I don't care about April O'Neil and her weirdly obvious sex appeal for a journalist.
I like how they made
we work in news.
Yeah,
nobody looking like April O'Neil would be allowed to go out dressing like Megan Fox.
Of course. We know how our real journalists are. We love them all. Even you, Grumpy Cat Brennan. I'm gonna put your picture up there. So you are. All right. So other news that we want to talk about. So I'll go try to watch the movie myself. But would you say it's a watch?
No. Unless you are a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fan and you have to go see this movie, I'd say give it a pass and go see The Nice Guys instead.
All right. Hey, speaking of nice guys, wow, this is a bad transition.
It's a bad transition.
Hey, speaking of the other movie news, we just found out Elizabeth Banks is leaving. Did I say the right person?
Elizabeth Banks, yeah.
Yeah, Elizabeth Banks. I just want to make sure.
Elizabeth Burks.
Elizabeth Banks is not going to be directing Pitch Perfect 3.
Yeah.
And it's kind of a bit surprising because with the success that Pitch Perfect and Pitch Perfect 2 have,
Yeah.
and her as a directorial debut for Pitch Perfect 2, this is a really big surprise of her
Yeah.
to leave, which is essentially becoming a very popular franchise now.
Yeah, and I was very surprised by it because I loved Pitch Perfect 1 and 2. They were very surprising to me because they were movies that originally my girlfriend wanted to go see. And, Anna Kendrick and Elizabeth Banks and, the smorgasbord of ladies in this film. It just didn't seem like the kind of movie that would interest me. It kind of seemed like Bridesmaids, but with college girls. And that's kind of how and I like Bridesmaids too.
I was about to say, I watch a Bridesmaid with college girls, but go ahead,
Yeah,
please.
maybe that's the bad bit.
I'm just
It just didn't seem like my cup of tea, and then I
gotcha.
watched it, and it was a lot more clever than I gave it credit for. And then the second one, while not being as good as the first one, in my opinion, definitely was still entertaining, and it definitely had a lot of laughs in it. But yeah, I'm definitely saddened by this because I think Elizabeth Banks, with this franchise at least, was really finding her stride as a comedic director.
Who do you think would be the perfect director to replace her for these movies?
Quentin Tarantino.
Quentin
Give it a
Tarantino.
shot in the arm.
Quentin
Have
Tarantino.
get a lot of cursing, blood and guts.
There'll be a lot of derogatory terms in that
yeah,
movie too.
the cast is getting pretty big. We need to kill some of these girls off and make a sorority row out of it.
Well, he might add others like Blake Lively and Jennifer Jason Leigh. So
Yeah.
Uma Thurman might even show up
Uma
too.
Thurman shows
So
up
you
as
never know.
Beatrix Kiddo. Starts.
Quentin Tarantino, that's good. I actually like that one.
No, but in all seriousness, I would actually like, kind of that lighthearted 80s vibe to it, and I can't think of anybody who would I want for that, but I definitely would want somebody who would keep that same fun, but maybe make it more timeless humor rather than more what's funny now. Because I think that was one of the cons of the second one was that it was too, hey, how funny is it that it's 2015? Am I right, millennials? And so, but 5 years from now, we're going to go, oh yeah, that was funny then.
That was funny then.
So
you got to make it a timeless classic.
Yeah.
So Christopher Nolan, that's who you.
Christopher Nolan, yeah.
Yeah, he would be pretty good.
He's working on it after Dunkirk.
Oh, okay, after Dunkirk, he's going on that. It's gonna have like Tom Hardy in
Let's
it too.
see, World War II movie, check. Okay, so all women cast a cappella
I'll
group.
do this.
So let's do that.
I don't know.
It's the natural progression.
I don't have a Christopher Nolan impression because I've never. I can't think of his
He
voice.
speaks British.
speaks British.
This is a terrible British accent.
That's a Michael Caine, but okay. So Michael Caine and Christopher Nolan are the same
Michael
person.
Caine.
I like that.
that's
Michael
why you
Caine.
always, that's why you never see
Prestige
him.
was
in-
on not too long ago. I was watching. I was like, I forgot how good this movie is. So I was gonna say Shane Black, but that's just personal.
Yeah. Yes.
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 That would have been because The Nice Guys.
Yeah.
He could direct comedy.
He's really busy though. Shane Black is a busy man.
Yeah, and
As of late.
Yeah, you saw our last episode. We talked about what Shane Black's finally getting with his projects off the hand. I give you a hint: Starts to Rock and was it Doc Savage?
Doc Savage.
Yeah, being made. I'm actually excited.
Doc Savage, and right before that, he's gonna come out with the Predator movie.
Yes.
So-
Hey, it's not too late. You know, eventually he'll probably do He'll probably do one of the Star Wars movies. You never know. I
Yeah.
mean, pretty good.
Oh my goodness, you just made me want a Shane Black Star Wars movie. It would have to be a spinoff because.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. I mean,
Definitely.
we've seen with Iron Man 3 that he definitely can do a big movie, but maybe keep him in the more indie side of things. I would like a more intimate Star Wars
You probably do
movie.
like a
with
Boba
Shane Black.
Fett one. I can see him do
That would be, yeah, I would actually really enjoy that.
That is one on the docket. They haven't announced it, but it's one's on the docket. They're
Yeah.
supposed to be made.
I'm looking
so that'd
forward
be
to it.
actually kind of interesting to do. Other movie news that are coming out this week. Movies are out right now. Obviously, Turtles. You saw that. But you
Turtles.
said pass unless you're a Turtles fan. If you're a Turtles fan,
It's a
pass.
heap of garbage.
The Conjuring 2, and this is one I
Yeah.
actually want to bring up because this comes out coming up next Friday, and I've been hearing good things about it. And
Yeah.
I never saw the first one, And so a lot of people, I've seen the previews and stuff for it, and I'm like, it's interesting, but horror movies they're like a dime a dozen.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
wasn't really
They're
sure.
hit and miss. They're hit and miss, definitely.
But this one, I've been hearing good things about it so far. So
yeah, and, it's directed by James Wan, who directed Fast and the Furious, and it's
the other one's been. Oh no, that's Justin Lin who's doing Star Trek Beyond. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad.
There's so many of the of these Fast and Furious directors. They're getting big work now.
Yeah, they are.
But no, James Wan directing it, and he directed the first one as well. He declined a bunch of other movies to direct this movie, which gives me a lot of hope, thinking that it's a really strong script. The trailers have been pretty scary. I've seen them about 100 times every time I go to the movies. So it's definitely having less of an impact now. But every time, that nun scene, I don't like nuns. And anytime that it's like one of those weird, it's like clowns.
I went to a private school, so a private Catholic
It doesn't bother you.
So, go ahead.
Yeah, but nuns kind of freak me out, this weird unconscious fear type thing. I don't know, maybe.
No, I got you.
Let's talk about your mother, Peyton.
I'm not Freudian, and you're not a Protestant, so please continue.
Yeah. So you're not anything. But it would be really interesting to see how this movie is. I liked the first one, verging on loving it. And so I'd like to see if they capitalize on that.
I just read a review before we started taping this that this movie, they're saying this is the best horror movie since It Follows. And It Follows is the best horror movie since the first Conjuring, so that's high praise for this movie. And the reviewer gave it a high remark too. Like he was saying, like this is a well done movie. It's well crafted. It is scary, but at the same time, it has all the character development.
Well, I still maintain that The Witch is the best horror movie released this year, followed closely by Hush. Hush was if you haven't seen Hush yet, it's on Netflix. Didn't get a lot of advertising or anything, but it was released this year, I believe. Okay. And it's about a woman who is blind and deaf, and her home is invaded by a supposed murderer. And I'll just kind of let you imagine how that's like.
So basically, someone just took a Helen Keller joke and went too far.
Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah.
Sorry.
Now that you put it that way, I feel bad for watching that movie, but it was really good.
I know.
So
I'm not knocking it. It's like playing Marco Polo with Helen Keller. So it's just like that's a really bad Family Guy joke.
Oh man. So check Hush out. Hopefully you'll check out Conjuring 2 as well when it comes out. Don't see Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles unless you're a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fan, and go see The Nice Guys instead.
Don't go get Gods of Egypt on Bluray.
Don't do that.
Do not. Don't. It's not out for rent yet, but don't. I bought it and I watched it.
Oh, and a side note, since we're talking about Netflix, I just finished Peaky Blinders on season 3. It's on season 3 right now. You can watch all the episodes on Netflix. This is not sponsored by Netflix. It sounds like it is, but we are not that big.
We're not. We're just telling you what we've been watching and what not to watch.
Yeah. Check out Peaky Blinders if you haven't watched it. It doesn't have a really big American audience. Starring Cillian Murphy, and it's got Tom Hardy in it. Really great British series.
Is it on BBC America?
It is on BBC America.
You know what's funny? Because I just got that on my cable provider, BBC America, and I've been seeing that, but I just haven't had time to sit down and watch it. But the new episodes have been aired on BBC America, so I have to check it out. You've been talking about it for a while.
I watched the entire 3rd season in 2 days. It was so great. It's great acting, great shooting.
Are you okay, Peyton? You've been watching a lot of TV and stuff lately.
I don't sleep much.
Okay.
So while I'm not sleeping, I'm monitoring all of the movie news that I put on our social media. Yeah. And if you would like to check all of my insomniac news output, follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at WRBL What to Watch. And you can follow us on YouTube as well.
I thought you said everything.
You were just blanked out.
So I really was, because I was like thinking like, man, he did this so perfectly. And I always bundle up things at last minute. I'm like, oh, gee willikers, Mr. Rob, I always know what the flash camera. Oh, my ribs.
Chris, are you actually okay?
I think I let out my keys.
Like this video on YouTube and subscribe.
Oh my goodness!
Subscribe so we can.
Peyton, should my arm bend that way?
Oh God.
Oh. Can you call the number 911? One. One.
No, God, he's seizing up.
Okay. One. One.
Live! Live!
Oh. No, now you really are hitting my keys. Okay, we're done. Oh!